Well, hello there, my YouTube family. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? I am getting ready to put on some cornbread, and I'm going to do this special Cornish hen roast. I'm going to roast it in my oven. But let me show you what I'm going to have to go along with that roasted Cornish hen. Ooh, I have here in my pot, yes, I do. I have some smothered cabbage with okra. Now, you know I love me some okra, okay? All right, so we're going to go over to my sink, and we're going to put this cornbread mixed together. All righty, here we go. All right, this is going to be, woo, I tell you, I'm so excited. I love me some cornbread. My dad taught me how to do cornbread when I was a little girl. And I tell you, he made the best cornbread ever. Now, you know, he never did eat it, but boy, could he make it. And it was only because his mom, Grandmama Rose, she taught him well. Yes, she did. In the kitchen, she taught him how to cook, how to bake. And out of the kitchen, she showed him how to wash, iron, and everything. Because she told him, she said, son, because that's what she would call him, son. She says, son, you never know. You may get married and have a wife, and she may not be able to get up and cook, or maybe keep the house clean, or iron the kids' clothes or your clothes. So you need to know all of those chores to do. And I'm going to tell you something. My dad taught us very well. He knew exactly how to teach us how to survive. Yeah, so I just love him for that. He's gone on the glory, but I just had to say that, okay? All right, now in my bowl here, I got my little bowl here that I'm going to be making my cornbread in. Let me put my glove on here because I'm going to keep my gloves on because I'm going to be getting my Cornish hen ready too as well for this oven. So here we go. I'm making me some buttermilk cornbread, okay? All righty. Now, in this bowl here, I have 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, and I have 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour. Now, that's what I have. And I'm going to get my whisk here and just mix that on up really, really good. Oh, and also, yep. Let's get this here mixed up really, really good. Now, you know what? I like, now this is how I was taught, but my dad didn't use a whole cup of flour. He would only use like a half to 2/3 cup. Well, back then they didn't measure, but he didn't use a whole cup of flour mixed in with his cornmeal. And I'll tell you, if you ever try it that way, you're going to love it. I mean, that's how I was raised up. And that's my taste bud with cornbread. And that's how I've been doing it forever. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Now, in this little container here, I have a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, okay? So these are my dry ingredients as well. I'm just going to mix that on up. Put that in there. Mix it in with my cornmeal and my flour. All righty. Really, really good. Now, in my wet ingredients, this is what I have. I have a cup and 1/4 of buttermilk. I'm sorry, a cup and a half of buttermilk. I have 2 tablespoons of oil, and I use canola oil. And this oil here is oil that I use for it's baking grease or baking oil. you know, so I just always like to mix that in with my cornbread. And I have, what else did I put in here? Oh, I got my 2 eggs. So I've got my 2 eggs. I've got my 2 tablespoons of oil. And I have my 1.5 cup of buttermilk. So let's get this here stirred up really, really good. I love me some cornbread, y'all. Okay. Alrighty. Reach over here. Now I'm just gonna pour that on in there. Make sure I get all this goodness out of here. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing good out there in YouTube land. I know I am. Alrighty. Okay. Got all that in there. Now I'm just gonna go in and I'm just going to mix it. Now I got my cast iron skillet. Got some oil in it. And let me go over here. Here's my cast iron skillet here. And I've got about maybe 3 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to put that in there because I want my skillet to be hot when I get ready to pour my cornbread mixture in that skillet. And I've got my oven on 400. Yeah, I do. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with my spatula here. Make sure that I scrape really, really good at the bottom of my bowl so I don't have any chunks of cornmeal or flour that's stuck to the bottom of the bowl here. There we go. Okay. Now, I just put my cast iron skillet in the oven. My oven is already at 400, and I'm going to let it stay in there for about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, probably less than that, probably 3 to 4 minutes till it really gets good and hot. And then when it does, I'm going to bring you back, and I'm going to put my cornbread mixture in that cast iron skillet, okay? All righty. So I will see you guys in about 3 minutes. All righty. I am back. I'm at my oven here. I'm going to reach in. Ooh! And grab my skillet out of here. Yeah, it's good and hot, y'all. It's good and hot. Lift it up a little bit there. Okay. All righty. So let's get this. Okay. Pour that on in there. You hear that sizzle? You know it's good and hot. All right. Make sure I get all this goodness out of here. And we're going to put this back in the oven. Or we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to let it stay in there for about anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. It's going to be put in a 400-degree oven. Okay? All right. I'm scraping, y'all. I'm scraping. Ooh, can you see that? That's what I like to see. Nothing for the dishwasher or the dishwater. Okay, and I'm just going to spread that just a little bit. All right. Okay. Looks yum, yum. Okay, get my handle here. Give it a little slight little shake. And back in the oven it goes. Okay. Can you see that? All righty. Right. Okay. I had a little blooper there. I accidentally hit my pause button on on my phone there. So yeah, so now I'm back over at my sink, and this is my Cornish hen. Okay, it's not the whole hen. I always like to cut it in half, so, and then freeze the other half. And this has been already cleaned because I do a brine with all my meats. And so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to season this half of a Cornish hen, okay? In my little container here, I have, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Chinese 5 spices. I have some of that in here along with some kosher salt. I also have, what else did I put in here? Oh my goodness. Oh, a little bit of sugar as well. And this is going to make up my spice. Okay, so I've got my kosher salt, a little bit of sugar, my 5 Chinese spice powder, and that's all that I'm going to put in. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to sprinkle it really, really good. Turn it over. Get it all worked up in here. Turn it back over. Put the rest of it. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do next is I always like to give my meats a good massage. I like to rub my spices in to the skin of the meat. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's not only a good way to season your meat, but it gives your fingers a good workout too as well. Make sure I get all of that. Yeah, see that? Give her a good patting down. And make sure when you do this, you get every part of that meat. Don't leave nothing uncovered. Yep, just get it all. Work it in there really, really good. Okay, all right. Now I'm just going to set that here just for a second. Take this glove off for a minute here. Ooh. Okay. I didn't have it on too well. So there we go. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to grab my tray here. And I'm going, not a tray, but my baking dish with, get rid of that. Sit that down in there. Yeah. With my rack on top, laying my, there we go. Yeah. Laying my Cornish hen on top, okay? Now, in here, I made a molasses glaze, okay? And in this molasses glaze, I added a little bit of, what all did I add with this here? Get it stirred up here pretty good. I added a little bit of oil, just regular oil. If you like olive oil, that'll work, but I just use canola oil, along with a little bit of salt. I've got the balsamic vinegar. Yeah. And that's what I have. And a little bit of sugar. Okay. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to brush it first before I actually put it in into my oven. Now I'm going to let this just set until my cornbread is ready to be taken out. And the reason why is because this here is going to be roasted in a 450 for about 45 minutes, okay? In a 450 oven. And in between, every 15 minutes, I'm going to take it out, turn it over, and I'm going to baste it again. So it only really be 2 times. If I'm going to leave it in there for 45 minutes, so I'm basting it now. So that doesn't count until the first 15 minutes that it's already been in the oven. Then the next 15 minutes, which will be, I'll be at 30 minutes, I will take it out and I will baste the back of it. Okay. I hope that's not getting you guys off track here with what I'm doing. I'm just basting. So I will be basting it again after 30 minutes. Okay. All righty. So look at that. That beautiful, beautiful color too. Yeah. Yeah. It is a molasses glaze. And that's what it is. A little bit of balsamic vinegar with a little bit of oil. If you, like I said, if you want to use olive oil, that's fine too, with a little bit of sugar. Yeah, so that's what I have in there, and a little bit of kosher salt, just a little bit. Okay, alrighty. Okay, so I will be back in about, how many more minutes I've got left for my cornbread. I got about 15 more minutes left, and then I'll be back to put my Cornish hen, to be roasted in my 450-degree oven. See you in just a few. Hey guys, I had to come back. This glaze that I'm putting on, that I've already put on my Cornish hen, I tell you, sometimes, I need to slow down because I have so much stuff that's going on, and I need to really slow down and give you guys exactly what I made my glaze up with. And the glaze itself, I have the balsamic vinegar, okay? You can use as much as you like. I used about a tablespoon because I'm only doing half of a Cornish hen. And then I put in a tablespoon of olive oil. Not olive oil, because I didn't have any olive oil. I just went ahead and used canola oil because I always have a lot of canola oil, So that's my oil of preference. I very seldom buy olive oil, but you can use olive oil if you so choose to. Now, this is a molasses glaze. And I was telling you everything except for the doggone molasses. Now, in this here, because I'm only doing a half of a Cornish hen, I just use 1 tablespoon of just pure molasses, okay? And then with a little bit of black pepper. That's all. And sometimes I just get to going, so, and I do apologize for that. But I am going to show you the molasses that I use, grandma's molasses. Okay, it's the original. So I just use 1 tablespoon of the molasses. Okay, alrighty. Bear with me, guys. I do apologize for that. I need to slow down. I know. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to take my cornbread out in about 5 more minutes, and I will be back. Okay, just took the cornbread out of the oven. Don't that look yum yum? And I went ahead and I melted some butter. I'm just going to spread that all over the top of my cornbread here. Just like so. And it's just 4 tablespoons of melted butter. That's all. And I'm just going to let this butter just soak down into this cornbread here. Yep. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. You notice those crispy ends there? Look at that. Around the edge of the inside of the cast iron skillet. Yeah, so that's going to be some good eating right there. All right. So there we go. And I'm just going to let that just sit there just for a while. I'm going to get back to my chicken. Be right back. Okay, I'm getting ready to put my Cornish hen into a 450-degree oven for the first 15 minutes. After that, I am going to turn the temperature down to 370, okay? I'm going to start off at 450 for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to turn the heat down to 370, and that's where it will remain until the end of the baking or the cooking process, okay? All righty, so here we go. Open up this oven here. Stick that in there. Okay, can you see that? All righty. Woo! That cornbread just looks yum, yum, y'all. Okay, I will be back in 15 minutes, my first 15 minutes, and then we're going to flip this baby over and we're going to baste it on the other side, okay? All righty. Okay, the first 15 minutes, just took this out of the 450 degree oven. I've already lowered my oven down to 370, okay? Now this was the first basting. I'm going to flip this over. Uh-oh. Let me make sure I get a hold of it pretty good. I don't want to tear it apart or anything. Let me turn it around here. All righty. So we're going to baste the inside of our Cornish hen with our molasses glaze. There we go. All righty. Now I'm going to put it back in there, and we're going to, for another 15 minutes, and that will be, that'll be about a total of 30 minutes when I pull it out again. And I'll be doing my last basting after I take my Cornish hen out and baste it for the third time. That should be rounding up my total of my 45 minutes, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's get this back in the oven, okay? You know what, guys? I tell you, I'm just a little ticked right about now. You know, when people, when you're in the middle of doing something and someone wants your attention and they're not saying anything, but they're nudging at you and throwing you off track. I should say throwing me off track because they could see that I was in the middle of doing a yum yum. So, so after I put my baby back in the oven for the first 15 minutes, I had to make sure this video wasn't recording because I had some choice words for some people, okay? Yeah. I had to let them know, I had to show them what they needed to know. Yeah, so I do apologize for, because it just threw me all off base with what I was trying to explain, the ingredients that I was using, and trying to nod my head towards them, So, yeah. So I do apologize for that because I don't do any editing. And the reason why I don't like to do editing is because I just like to bring the real me, the true me. But I had to make sure this video was not recording because you would have heard the real me and the true me at that moment in time. And Miss Evelyn is really a sweet person, but yeah. But hey, it happens, don't it? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this back in the oven for 15 more minutes. We're going to take it out. Now, my oven has been lowered to 370, okay? And it's going to roast for the continue of the cooking time. All right? Okay, so let me get this back in the oven. So I will talk to you guys in a second. Well, in 15 minutes. Okay. Okay. Can you guys see that? Mess around and hit the off button there. Okay. Let me make sure I grab this just right here. Okay, there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful color. Alrighty. I just wanted to put a little bit more on the bottom, on the inside of it. Now I'm going to turn it over. Got to be very careful with it because it's a little fragile right about now. Let me pick this here up. See if I can't turn it this way. Okay. Alrighty. Because I do want to use up, I went ahead and I made a little bit more based molasses glaze because I was running a little low. But I want to try to use all of it. I don't want to be wasteful. So that's why I did the inside of the Cornish hen again before I did the outside for the last time because I just don't want to waste it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and just add all of that to it. Yeah, I am. Okay, so now it's going back in for the last of the baking, the roasting time, which is the last 15 minutes, okay? Alrighty, and I will be back. Okay, can you guys see that? Mess around and hit the off button there. Okay. Let me make sure I grab this just right here. Okay, there we go. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful color. Alrighty. I just wanted to put a little bit more on the bottom, on the inside of it. Now I'm going to turn it over. Got to be very careful with it because it's a little fragile right about now. Let me pick this here up. See if I can't turn it this way. Okay. Alrighty. Because I do want to use up, I went ahead and I made a little bit more based molasses glaze because I was running a little low. But I want to try to use all of it. I don't want to be wasteful. So that's why I did the inside of the Cornish hen again before I did the outside for the last time because I just don't want to waste it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and just add all of that to it. Yeah, I am. Okay, so now it's going back in for the last of the baking, the roasting time, which is the last 15 minutes, okay? Alrighty, and I will be back. Okay, here we are. This is the finished product, my roasted Cornish hen. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. What about you? Okay, that is just beautiful. I want to show you the inside of it too as well. Okay, see if I can turn it over without, oh, let's see here. Let me hold on to this here and just turn it over so you can see. Oh, it's kind of oh, nope, nope, nope. It's too fragile, guys. Because I got to take a short of this here, and I don't want the Cornish hen to come apart. So, but yeah, that beautiful. Okay, well listen, I'll be back as soon as I take this short. Okay, all righty. Okay, just got through taking my short, and look at that. Oh, that looks so yum yum. I tell you, And look at this cornbread. Oh, my. Look at that. You know I've got to take a bite of this here. Oh, wow. That is some good cornbread, y'all. That is, whew. Think about my daddy. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to set a plate like I normally do. I'm just going to break into this here. Look how tender that is. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Cornish hen with molasses glaze. Oh my. Look at that. Yeah. That is, ooh, I'm loving it, y'all. Look at it. Here goes. Ooh. Came right off the bone. Oh my. Look at that. Wow. My Lord. Now this is a yum. This is a yum. You know what? I'm going to put me a little bit of, not a little bit, but I'm going to get me a scoopful of that smothered cabbage with okra, along with this granddaddy's cornbread, and this Cornish hen with this molasses glaze. Yeah, it's on. And I think I'm going to wash it all down with a nice cold ice glass of iced tea. Can't get no better than that. Can't get no better than that. Thank you guys so much. Woo! It's been a day. I got through it though, y'all. I made it through. God is so good. He kept me. And he keeps me. But I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out, and how I went ahead and made how I do my roasted Cornish hen with molasses glaze. I hope you guys try it with some good old cornbread. I tell you, a pot of beans, but in my case, some smothered cabbage. Can't beat it. Thanks again. Thank you for sharing. Oh, and I want to thank my new subscribers for subscribing. Thank you for loving my shorts. I just thank you so much. You guys be blessed, because I need to get off of this here and just make myself feel so good after a day that I've had making this recording. I tell you, making this video. But I want to thank you. Be blessed, and I will see you on the next Loving Some Good Eats, y'all. Oh, and please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 800. I'm looking to get to my first 1,000. I know you guys will help me get there. Thank you so much, and be blessed.